Well, welcome back to the show, listeners. Today, we have a special guest with us. We've got Joe LoPresti, the founder and CEO of Arlington Wealth Management. We're going to talk all about his incredible work and expertise. But Joe, welcome to the show. We're excited to have you here today.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. I understand you've been in the financial services industry for over 39 years. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey and what led you to found Arlington Wealth Management?
Yeah, sure. So, 39 years, believe it or not, coming up on 4 decades. And, I started out in the investment industry as, working for some of the big bank brokerage firms, and quickly realized that it wasn't really the atmosphere. It was more of a sales type of approach that they taught back in the day. And it didn't really resonate with me. So I liked the industry. I liked working with investors and advising clients, but I didn't like the sales approach really. So I did a lot of self-study and developed some of my own methodologies on the investment side of my business. As my clients got wealthier over the years, I realized they needed more than just investment advice. And we started to add a lot of more comprehensive wealth management and advanced planning for our clients, and then as things developed even further, we focused more in recent years on working with business owners and coordinating their personal wealth planning with the business strategy to help secure their freedom.
Great. Well, I want to touch on a couple of those points in our time together. Your firm specializes, as you just mentioned, in helping successful business owners and families achieve their essential life goals. So what are the biggest challenges that your clients face? How do you help them overcome those challenges?
I think the biggest challenge that business owners specifically face is getting a lot of piecemeal advice from their various advisors, whether it's their accountant, their financial advisor, or attorneys, or any business consultants, anybody that they're working with for getting their advice and developing their strategy. Each advisor tends to operate in their own professional silo. And having somebody that could coordinate all that into an integrated approach is, I think, very valuable for a business owner, because it's difficult for them to do that. And because sometimes they're getting conflicting advice from one advisor to the next.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that's really the big obstacle that business owners face.
That's great. And you're also the author of Exit by Design, a book that offers a blueprint for business owners who are looking to transition out of their businesses. What are some of the key things that business owners should keep in mind when planning their exit?
Some of the things they should keep in mind is designing a personal action plan. A business is going to sell or transition, if it's an internal transition to management or family or employees, or sell to a third party. It's going to sell based on the readiness of the business to transition, the readiness of the owner to transition, and the attractiveness of the business. Not the way the owner looks at it, but the way a potential buyer looks at it, because they have to see value in it. They're the ones that are buying it. So I think what we develop or design a personal action plan that kind of touches on all of these key points: who the potential buyers are, what will they look for in your business, what role will you have in the company after you sell or transition? Will you still be involved to some extent or not? How do you want your employees to be treated? What's your life going to look like on Monday morning after you sell? What are you going to do to keep yourself busy and relevant and purposeful? Have a purposeful life. So all of those things can be, I think, wrapped up in a personal action plan. Another thing I think is very important for any business owner is to determine their freedom point. To know what they need from the business to be able to do what they want whenever they want, of course, within the bounds of reasons, but live the life that they want without worrying about finances. And that's a big point. A lot of business owners don't really know what that is. And that's something that we could help them determine so they know what they have to sell their business for. And if it needs to grow more in order to get to that value, or if they're already at that value, they would make decisions much differently.
I'm chatting with Joe LoPresti, the founder and CEO of Arlington Wealth Management and the author of Exit by Design. Joe, in our minute remaining, I'm wondering if you can share just a quick bit of advice for business owners that are just starting out, and also how we can get in touch with you.
Yeah, if you're just getting started out, I'm finding more and more newer business owners are thinking about the end game when they're starting their business, and they're setting, they're putting strategies and systems and processes and things in place, thinking about that ultimately they want to transition out. Compare that to like my generation, the baby boomer generation. They don't think about that until they have to. So that's my advice: is think about what the end looks like when you start. And if anybody does want to get in touch with me, two ways. You could look me up at arlington-wealth.com. That's our company website, and connect with me there. Or you can go to our book website. That's exitbydesignbook.com, and download a free ebook version. And you could also get in contact with me there as well.
Great deal. Joe LoPresti, thanks so much for joining us. We'll link in our show notes. A quick break here and get down to business. We'll be right back.